Frida Kahlo and the Bravest Girl in the World by Lawrence Anholt. There was once a girl with big brown eyes. Her name was Marianna. She lived in a house in Mexico, full of paintings by a famous artist named Frida Kahlo. Frida had painted Marianna's daddy, her big sister Lupita, her mom, and her brother Eduardo. But Marianna's favorite painting was of her wise granny, Donna Rosita. Frida Kahlo had painted every white hair on her grandmom's head, so the painting seemed almost alive. "I want to be painted too," said Marianna. "Oh, you're too little," said her big sister. "You could never sit still, Marianna," said Donna Rosita. "Frida made me sit for so long, I knitted 3 scarves and a sweater." "Anyway, Marianna would be scared to go to Frida's house," teased her brother. "It's full of strange paintings, and Frida keeps a skeleton above her bed." Marianna's eyes grew big and wide. But one day, Marianna's daddy said, "Marianna, now it is your turn. You can go to Frida's house on Saturday." Marianna felt very nervous as she rang the bell at the blue house. She waited a long time. She thought about the strange paintings and the skeleton. At last, the door opened, and there stood Frida Kahlo. She was as beautiful as a Mexican princess. She wore rings on her fingers and flowers in her hair and a beautiful dress which reached right to the floor. "Hello, Marianna," said Frida. "How are you doing?" "I'm a little scared," said Marianna. "Well, that's okay," said Frida. "Everyone feels scared sometimes. Now, take my hand and let's go inside." If Frida was a princess, her house was like a bright blue fairy tale palace. Frida did not have any children, but she had lots of animals. "Come and meet my friends," she said. "This is Fulang Chang, my spider monkey. This is Bonita, my parrot. This is my favorite dog called Mr. Olito." "What a funny name," said Marianna. "This is my baby deer, Granito. This is my beautiful bald eagle, Gertrude Capablanca." "What does Gertrude Capablanca mean?" asked Marianna. "Hey, kiddo," laughed Frida. "Don't you know? It means Gertrude White Pooh." Marianna almost laughed, but she was still a little frightened. "Listen, little sister," whispered Frida. "If you are very lucky, you will meet my favorite friend of all. He's an ugly frog toad as big as an elephant." Marianna's eyes grew big and wide. She knew that princesses liked frogs, but she hoped she wouldn't have to kiss them. "You and I are going to be pals," said Frida. "Let's go to my studio." Frida walked very slowly with a stick in one hand. They went into the studio filled with Frida's paintings. The pictures were strange, but they were very beautiful. "Okay, now let's get to work," said Frida. Marianna sat in a tall chair. Her feet didn't even touch the ground. Marianna tried to sit very still. She looked at all the funny things in the studio, toys and candy and dolls. "Frida, where is the enormous frog toad?" she asked. "Up, he'll hop along at lunchtime," said Frida. "My frog toad is always hungry." They sat in the sunshine and ate delicious food. Marianna gave a banana to Fulang Chang, and Frida gave some apple to Granito. Then the gate opened, and someone came into the yard. All of a sudden, Marianna felt really scared. She saw an enormous man with a fat tummy and big froggy eyes. Frida gave the man a kiss. "Marianna, meet Diego, my favorite frog toad. Diego, this is my friend Marianna. I'm painting her today." Diego smiled and kissed Marianna's hand. Then he ate the biggest meal Marianna had ever seen. Diego is a great painter, said Frida. Maybe the greatest painter in Mexico. And my Frida is the greatest painter in the world, said Diego. After lunch, Frida said, I'm too tired to paint anymore. I need to rest a while. Help me to my bedroom, little sister. Marianna remembered what her brother had said. I think I'll go home now, she said. I don't like skeletons. Oh, you're funny, laughed Frida. There was Frida's bed, and on top of the bed was the skeleton. But this skeleton was not scary at all. It was a big toy skeleton with a funny hat and a silly smile on its face. Frida rested while Marianna looked at the colorful clothes in her wardrobe. I love your dresses, she said. Oh, thanks, said Frida. You know why I wear a long dress all the time? Because you are a princess, said Marianna. Frida laughed. Listen, little sister, come and sit beside me and I'll tell you a true story. When I was a young girl, I went to school in the city. One day, I got on a bus with a boy. Was he your boyfriend? Asked Marianna. Yes, he was my boyfriend, laughed Frida. Anyway, a dreadful thing happened. The bus was in a crash with a tram. It was a terrible accident. They put me in the hospital for a long, long time. Oh, poor Frida. Did it hurt? It did hurt. It hurt me then, and it hurts me now. It hurt so bad they had to make a special plaster coat to hold my body still. They carried me home and put me in this bed. I was dead scared, little sister. I thought my life was over. But it wasn't over, was it, Frida? No way, kiddo. I was just beginning. One day, my papa made me a special easel and gave me some paints. He even fixed a mirror above my bed. Look up there, Frida, she said. That's the bravest girl in the world. And that's when you started painting? You got it, I said to the funny skeleton. Listen, Boney, Frida may be broken, but she sure isn't finished. I'm never going to be scared of anything again. I'm going to be a painter. I'm going to be a better painter than any man in Mexico. And if it wasn't for the accident, you wouldn't be an artist, said Marianna. Maybe that's true. The doctors told me I would never walk again, but no one tells Frida what to do. Slowly, I learned to walk, but I always wore long dresses to cover my broken leg. All week, Marianna waited for Saturday so she could go back to the blue house. Marianna loved Frida, and Frida loved Marianna. She told her lots of funny things to make her laugh. Look here, little sister. Have you ever seen anything like it? Hanging on the line were 3 pairs of pink underpants, big enough for an elephant. They belong to Diego, giggled Frida. He's so big he has them specially made. But sometimes Frida had to paint in a wheelchair. Marianna felt very sad for Frida, but Frida said, Feet, who needs them when you have wings to fly? We are stronger than we think, Marianna, and here's a little secret. Women are stronger than men. It's true. Diego is a huge, enormous frog toad, but he's really like a big baby. Did I tell you that he plays with toys in his bath? I am only small, little sister, and I suffer all the time. But in my heart, I am stronger than any man alive. Frida gave Marianna lots of presents, a special little chair so that Marianna's feet could reach the ground, and her own baby skeleton with a hat. Marianna looked at the skeleton and she said, Listen, Boney, I'm the bravest girl in the world. Then one Saturday, Frida said the painting was finished. Oh, let me see, called Marianna. Frida only smiled. She wrapped the painting in brown paper and tied a ribbon around it, and she told Marianna to open it at home. Your granny, Donna Rosita, is a wise old woman. If she likes the painting, then it can't be too bad. But listen, Marianna, I have painted a name at the bottom of the picture. It is the name of the strongest, bravest, most beautiful little woman I know. Of course, said Marianna, you have signed your name, Frida, on the painting. No one is braver than you. Marianna said goodbye to the animals, and when she kissed Diego, the big frog toad, she pretended she didn't know about his pink underpants or his bath toys. Frida had one last present for Marianna, a Mexican princess dress just like hers. Promise me you'll be strong like me, little sister. Promise me you will fly in your life. Marianna kissed Frida and hugged her hard and promised that she would. Then she took her daddy's hand and walked out of the blue house. Well, said Granny Donna Rosita, can we see your painting? Everybody gathered around as Marianna untied the ribbon. There was the girl with the big brown eyes, sitting perfectly still on her own chair. Donna Rosita said it was the most beautiful painting in Mexico, and she should know. She's a very wise old lady. And underneath was the name of the strongest, bravest girl in the world, Marianna. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. The next video is going to be a hands-on, make a self-portrait like Frida did. So if you'd like to work with me, please have pencil, paper, a marker, and your imagination up, and a mirror. Can't do a self-portrait without a mirror. Hope to see you then. Bye from Mrs. Moskowitz's Art Room.